Your dad and I decided that all you boys are going to be Eagle Scouts because we believe this will help prepare you for the real world, be a huge accomplishment, and help launch you into adult life.
No thanks. I don't like doing scout camps. It's too intense for me. Hi there. Hi, I'm Bryson, and my parents forced me to occasionally sleep outside in the middle of nowhere and called it Boy Scouts, despite my massive amount of weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth. And oh boy, do I have some stories about it. But as a gateway, they had me do Cub Scouts. The best thing I could say about Cub Scouts was that at least it was more chill. It was more like, okay, kids, today we're gonna do some bird watching and learn to tie a knot. But then Boy Scouts were like, build an ice igloo and sleep in it or you'll die. Good luck. Seriously, the scout camps were so lawless. The only laws we followed were the laws of nature. Why were these adults giving 12-year-olds the power of fire? One year, when my dad was a scout leader, he woke up to see that the boys had started a bonfire and were jumping through it. Stop! What are you boys thinking?
We were testing our courage, Bryson's dad. We were also testing Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. If any of us are too weak, we'll fall in the fire and die, which will clean the gene pool, making the next generation stronger.
What? Okay, that kind of makes sense. All right, let me join in. Woohoo!
Well, looks like we lost one.
I was eased into Scouts at a thing called Cub Scout Day Camp, where you would show up, do activities as a group like the ring gutter regatta, duck duck goose, and tying knots. Then, at night, your parents would pick you up and take you back to your air-conditioned house. So you didn't actually have to sleep in the dirt. I remember being so jealous of the kids who had Lunchables. I was sitting there with a BLT sandwich with apple slices, a homemade cookie in the shape of a heart, and a handwritten note from my mom telling me how much she loved me. And meanwhile, Tyler had this. What a ripoff! But now, in retrospect, I'm grateful that my mom cared enough to pack me a lunch. One activity we did was we were going to learn how to make paper from, only stuff found in nature. We were going to be the Bear Grylls of paper making. I was so excited to learn. But then we got there and they said, okay, class, here's how to make homemade paper. First, grab some toilet paper, get it wet, mold it into the shape you want, let it dry, then you've got paper. Excuse me? That's like saying, here's how to make a chair from scratch. First, grab a chair, and voila, you've made a chair. One useful thing they taught me was how to safely carve wood with a knife. Always aim the sharp end away from your body, and then stick the sharp end into another scout to conquer them. I was cruising through the Cub Scout ranks. Tiger, wolf, bear, weevilo. Still don't know what that is. But then I had to evolve from a fun, relaxed Cub Scout into a hard, manly Boy Scout. And that meant going on campouts where I had to sleep in the wilderness. Dun, dun, dun! Going on scout camps was really scary and anxiety-inducing for me. I was a really sensitive kid, so even just one-night camping trips were a nightmare for me. I was small and weak, so I couldn't hike as far as the other boys. I had gone on a few one-night trips begrudgingly, but when they announced a week-long backpacking/camping trip, I begged my parents to let me stay home in the air conditioning and indoor plumbing. After much deliberation, they finally said I could stay home. I was so relieved, but then I stupidly tried to push my luck. This was around the time that the Nintendo 3DS was the hot thing that I desired more than anything in the whole world. So I asked, Mom, Dad, can I get a 3DS, please? I'll buy you a 3DS. Really? If you go to scout camp. No! Can't I just get it for Christmas or something? No. If you want one, you need to go on this scout camp. Show us how unreliant you are on technology, and in return, we'll buy you more technology.